Hey guys, what's up? It's Crossbow. Today we're playing some Overwatch. I wasn't expecting a game right then. I was eating some bugles. 10 out of 10 commentary, right? Anyways, it's CrossX on the MMGS channel, or as you guys know it as Arena 13. The next video that's going to be coming out is Bacon's. Bacon is another member of our group. She's the only one seeing that won't play this game.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
So, eventually, once we get more popular, we plan on posting every day. Right now, it's like every other day or so. Wow, my frames are just sucking right now. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, for right now it's gonna be like every other day or so. I know that Ray posted like a weekend ago, but we weren't supposed to do that. Or I was not prepared. I know Bacon wasn't prepared, but now we're prepared.
I ain't much for waiting around.
We got the game going on and everything. So as you can see, there's a
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
wow.
Escort the payload.
Online.
This lab's never uneventful.
I'm just so bad. I'm not very good. But if you think I'm bad, wait until you see Ray play.
I need a doctor. I need healing. I am moving the payload. I need healing.
My ultimate is ready.
It ain't my time. Deadeye's ready. It's time.
Helden sterben nicht.
It ain't my time.
I'm so confused because I know I hit that junk rat. Because it was a full skull, so I should have killed him. Yeah, so anyways guys, I guess for this video, the topic of this video can be Sombra. Because I have done all my research for that character. And yeah, so basically let me just talk about a couple things that I think potentially will be Sombra.
Sniper, don't get caught.
As you guys have seen in a couple videos, but in one particular called Heroes, with Soldier 76 in it, portrays this girl named Alejandra and her mother. Her mother is never shown in the video, but that doesn't really have anything to do with my belief in of who this soldier or who this character will be. Has nothing to do with her mother. So in the movie, Alejandra, this little girl who is then met up with this gang who is beating on an Omnic person. So with this Omnic in the video, it kind of shows that she's in like Heroes. which is confusing because in the short ARGs that we've been getting, kind of portrays her as an enemy. But my personal belief is that she is a bad guy. Just because she liked heroes back then doesn't mean something might have changed her mind.
My ultimate's ready.
So sticking with that topic as Alejandra, and I just want to point out a couple other things. Alejandra ripped off the poster's wall. Now in the poster, it was a Soldier 76 poster, which is nothing special. But what is special about it is the fact that her character number was behind it. And you might be wondering what I mean by character number. I mean that her number as the character, so it was a 23, I believe, because she'll be the 23rd character in Overwatch. 23 was the number shown by Sombra.
Back into the mix.
So with that being said, and with you knowing now why I believe that Alejandra may be Sombra, also relies on her heavy-rooted, Grotto, which, also makes sense, counters into it, but I don't want to just make that my strongest point, because as you know, there are also a lot of other characters that do specify with Sombra, and what I mean by that is, there's a lot of other characters that use Dorado as their hometown, and as far as I've known, I've never seen anything specifically rely on Sombra, or specifically just say, hey, the reason I believe it is blah 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 is because blah blah blah. And I just don't think that is a reason.
We're all soldiers now.
But I also want to talk about how she might be character moves. Now, as all of these have not been leaked, this is pure specifications, but I will start talking.
Sniper.
So, in the games, the MMOs and stuff, there are two types of characters and multiple types of moves. Now, one of these moves are called a silence, which basically a silence does not allow the other character to have a moves. Their moves are disabled for a short period of time or so. So, that is where my beliefs come in. The fact to play that she might not even have any moves. She might just have a silence, which would be a heck of a move, honestly. Because of that move, I mean, that move would mean quite a bit to this game. Because, there are multiple reasons where this would come into effect and really just dominate the other team in the plays. So, now with that, there's more to come, and also we might be expecting a stealth-based character. And with this stealth-based character, I have a few topics I'd like to talk about just her stealth in general. So, in Overwatch, we basically said, hey, we don't really want a stealth character that can just come up and wreck us. We don't want that. We don't want to be able to
Why are we stuck?
to where we have another overpowered character. But another character potential is that invisibility, and I do believe that will be coming, whether it's in Sombra or not. I believe it's going to be a 3-second crouch with a move ability that makes you invisible, but I do also believe there might be a couple other things that go into effect about this. Another thing that would go into effect about this would be potentially how the characters respond to this, because if it's not good, I guess, if it's not a, hey, I really want to see this character played, I really want to play as this character type of thing, it's not going to have that great of an output, which is where my second point comes in play it. I just potentially believe that she will either have a strong point in our game or basically no point, because if she does have a strong point, which is also very possible, and for the reasons mine has explained, I just want to talk about what if she doesn't have these moves? What are some other potential moves that she may possibly have? And a couple other ones that we have talked about in just our little group is potentially a hacking device, which could have multiple uses. Once again, it could show us where all the Soldier 76's healing fields are, where the Omnics are, where McCree is, where Soldier 76 is, and basically all those other ones. Anything that involves mechs, which would basically be about anybody. Now this would be a longer charge time, we've said, than Hanzo's dragon. Not that big dragon that you just saw fly across the screen. I'm talking about his dragon bow, or his dragon arrow that basically allows him to see through walls, spot them, and make them outlined with red. This would potentially be a very overpowered move, but within a certain way, I also believe it could be very good. Now, what else do I believe there could be? I also believe it could be an EMP that would act much like McCree's flashbang, which you have seen, I'm sure, basically just stuns the characters. But I think it'll be a little bit more in depth than just that, and have more parts than just that being shown in the video. And now the reason what I believe that they might do is have a little bit of a problem. And this is where it comes out. It can either be a full-on flashbang, like I said, or it could also come into effect to have a very awkward position in the game, but nonetheless a position in the game. So one of them could be the pure fact of having that move would just be an argument all in itself, because while it does seem cool and fun to play, imagine playing against it. When you're pushing the cart, having a 20-second timer to see 30 feet around you would be a little bit overpowered. But then again, we've been through this with other characters. And they always end up potentially working great. Genji, for instance, having that reflection shield, that was an argument. Anyways, I'll be right back. I'll just play. I'm gonna go grab something to drink.
Your defenses.
Alright, so like I was talking about, her potential moves, that basically summed it up. Now, guns. Guns is another one. Now, I think we're in due time to have a crossbow. No. When I say crossbow, it's with a strong doubt.
True self is without form.
But it's definitely a possibility. And the reason why I believe that that's even a possibility to begin with is basically just the fact that we don't have one yet. And to be honest, we have almost every other type. We have magic, which I'm using right now. We have plasma bullets, or bullets. McCree and Soldier 76. We have snipers, we have bows, we have swords. We have almost everything other than maybe a long sword, which, I mean, she just does not seem like the character for that. And to be honest, I believe she was going to be a support character, so the crossbow would really suit her as a fact. And I believe that the crossbow will do moderate to severe damage actually, but it will have a very, very low recharge. And what I mean by that, as I'm sure is not that hard to figure out, is that that recharge that she'll have is going to be redonkulous. And I mean, as you can imagine though, I mean, her damage would have to be relatively decent because we don't have a support with damage yet. So the name of the game would be a severe moderate damage support. But on to the next fact, it could also be a character such as a tank. And if it's a tank, I don't believe it's going to be a crossbow. I believe it's going to be a SMG of some sort with a single barrel. And now what I mean by that as well is that I don't mean it's going to be a one-hit SMG and have long range. Call of Duty. I don't mean it's going to be a Call of Duty SMG. What I potentially mean by this is just that it's going to have a SMG based look.
There is nowhere to hide.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
So,
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
so is there anything else I want to talk about? Yes, see, Sombra ARG. So basically, I did a little bit of that on my own. Not like actually on my own, but like I did a little bit of that. I helped with it a little bit. I said, don't get me wrong. I did not. I was not like a major contributor, but I did kind of do it alongside of some other people. I basically just background checked them, made sure they knew they weren't messing up anywhere that I could potentially help. So I did do that. I did help them out a bit. Basically showing them, hey, I know what I'm doing a little bit. So, yeah, so basically after I did that, we basically got to the point to where we could have those clues and everything. And now, one of the other clues that we do have, for sure, would be the, that poster, and people are rectifying that might not be anything, but I don't agree. I believe that is going to be something, one way or the other, depending on if it's something big or not. I'm not sure, but I do believe, however, it does have to do with something. I believe it does have to do with Alejandra being soldier, or not being a soldier, being a hero. Just Alejandra in general having that power. I do believe that will end up having an effect on that character. In some way or another, she has been getting posted everywhere. What I mean by this is Alejandra, I'm not the first one to say this. I think I'm just the first video to really sum it up in a long way to show you guys, hey, you know, it does make sense. However, here are some flaws. And then I want to talk about the other theory. Alejandra's mom being her. Now, however much I do potentially think that is right, I want to overall say that it could be a few other characters, and I just want to have a talk about them. So some of the other characters that have been mentioned is Tracer. Now, what I mean by Tracer and by saying that, like, not, oh yeah, it could be Tracer before, no. But what I believe that it could really potentially be is a character that does have that pilot's training. And the reason why, and I do want to talk about this, and it would kind of make sense, is remember how she was a pilot in her past life? Well, in a couple interviews, she basically said looked into the behind for the answers. And now they took that as the achievement, which also made a lot of sense. And I give no disregard to them for figuring that out. That probably took them a while, you know? But another one that I potentially think it could definitely be, and that it would not be false, or it would be very intelligent of them to give us a fake Tracer's trail, just saying look to the past, because also there was another pilot on Winston's computer that was about the same age as Tracer. Now, and what I mean by that is not that Tracer's young or anything. I mean, she is. She's one of the youngest, I hope, Overwatch characters. Now, I don't know this for a fact, but when I say that, I mean, like, I could just imagine her having a strong effect on the game, and that would actually add to the lore very well. And it would just be a very nice, like, hearing thing to see. Yeah, just because we're talking does not mean that it cannot be. So also I want to talk about another theory coming into play here, is Overwatch getting characters from Heroes of the Storm, and this is kind of cool, guys. So if you do like Heroes of the Storm, or follow Heroes of the Storm, or even look at Overwatch's main page, sometimes it'll say, hey, look, Tracer's added to Heroes of the Storm, blah blah blah, Zarya's added to Tracer's of the Storm, Heroes of the Storm. That is cool, but one of my questions is, will it have, because of them adding that to the game, will they take any characters from Heroes of the Storm and put them on the game? Now, that would be a kind of a cool fact to have that, but, however, I don't think it's very likely, because Heroes of the Storm does not have very much lore. I mean, it does, but lore comes from everywhere. This lore all comes from one spot, which would make that very, very difficult for them to rock that out. But I guess it's possible to make characters more seem about the same. So with this, I just wanted to say that, and I mean, I think that each of these things are a possibility, but however, I do not believe that it will really even have anything very, very effective towards the game. Anyways, guys, that'll do us for today. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I hope it was interesting, at least to you guys. And even if you don't believe in Alejandra being it, I hope you see why it does make a very, very good character base. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I do hope you appreciated that. And if you did, as always, subscribe to our channel for more videos in general, basically of every type. And yeah, for me, a lot of it will be Overwatch. So thanks, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace out.